And our word for today, shouts of joy, taken from the second book of Samuel, chapter 6. Yes, words of the day, shouts of joy. David went to bring up the ark of the God from the house of Obed-Edom into the city of David amid festivities. As soon as the bearers of the ark of the Lord had advanced 6 steps, he sacrificed an ox and a fatling. Then David, girt with a linen apron, came dancing before the Lord with abandon, as he and all the house of Israel were bringing up the ark of the Lord with shouts of joy and to the sound of the horn. An appropriate gesture, right? This is the Ark of the Covenant. Every 6 steps, again, let me remind you, every 6 steps, King David has the entire retinue stop, and they sacrifice. Every 6 steps they're making a sacrifice. This is, again, letting the people know about the importance of what is going on here. Yes, the Ark of the Covenant is important. We in our day have something even better than the Ark of the Covenant. We have Jesus present us, body, blood, soul, and divinity in the Eucharist. And I would say, are we treating the coming to receive that even in mirroring this in any way whatsoever? Every 6 steps they stopped and sacrificed. Every 6 seconds, every 6 steps they were stopping to recognize the importance of what they are engaging in. It's just a strong encouragement that we would do the same. I remember many, many years ago, and I've done this many times, having a conversation with someone who wasn't Catholic, who was somewhat interested in the Catholic faith. And I said, look, if you'll come to my church, I'll go to yours. So we went to this person's church, and man, I have to tell you, it was pretty beautiful. It was fabulous. The worship music was just fantastic. And the authenticity of the worship, the authenticity of people gathered there was really something to note. And then at the Catholic Church, quite different. Even though we had the sacrifice of the Mass, even though we have the fullness of truth, the participation of those who were there wasn't that great. The preaching was subpar at best. It had nothing to do with the gospel, and the music, quite frankly, was pretty pathetic. And I was somewhat angry with the Lord. I said, Lord, I bring this person here, and this is the best that we have to offer on this particular Sunday. And then engaging in their church, I just sensed that authenticity. The Spirit of God was truly there. Them taking the little bit that they had and making so much of it, us taking all that we had and making so little of it. And I said to the Lord, what is going on here? There's such an authentic expression here. And the Lord, I sensed the Lord say in my own spirit, he said, what would these people do if I revealed myself to them in the Eucharist? And I said, Lord, they would crawl up on their hands and knees to receive you. And then the Lord said to me again, well, I will remove those in my church who aren't practicing authentically, who aren't truly committed to me, and I will graft these people in. Years and years later, I had a friend of mine who was a Protestant pastor, an Episcopalian priest who became Catholic. And on his way into the Catholic Church, he told me years and years after this incident that he had been invited to this particular church that I'm talking about, and he preached about the Eucharist as an Episcopalian priest. And he said that the people in that church crawled up on their hands and knees to receive communion that day after he revealed to them the teaching about the Eucharist in the Scriptures. Brothers and sisters, there is an authenticity that we need to recognize, a holiness that we need to recognize and be in proper position as we go to receive the Lord, acknowledging this great gift that is in front of us, that we might receive him with shouts of joy.